Hello, future thru hikers. You're already doing the right thing. You came to the depths of the internet and discovered this video, and hopefully you'll take a few little pointers out of it. Maybe I can offer you a few words of wisdom that'll help you successfully thru hike whatever long trail you're going for. Um, Personally, I have more expertise in the Appalachian Trail, being that I thru hiked it in 2015. So here we go. You're researching on the internet right now because you want to walk for a really long time in the woods, and you got a lot of questions, a lot of doubts, and it's understandable, but cut it out. Just get out there and hike that damn trail. You know, you need your few pieces of gear, whatever, who cares about it, you know, try to go as lightweight as possible. It's kind of common sense. The most important piece of gear that you have is right here, right in between your ears. It's your brain, guys. Yeah, that'll carry you all the way to Maine or Canada or Mexico or Georgia, wherever you're trying to walk to. It'll get you there, you know. Gear is crucial, clearly, but don't sweat it too much. You can acquire all that. Right now, it's just about the mental preparation. You need to be mentally prepared, mentally strong enough to subject yourself to the torture of walking over mountains for 6 months straight. It's not easy for anyone, you know. You can be a star athlete and it's not easy for you, you know. I saw dudes who were, you know, special forces in the military quit. They quit hiking a long distance trail, you know, yet they went through, you know, special forces training and have been in combat, you know. It doesn't say anything about them. It's just, you got to want it mentally. You got to really be in it mentally, completely invested, because there comes a point when you realize you're just in the middle of the damn woods and you got 4 more months of being in the middle of the woods in order to get to your goal, which is in the middle of the woods. So you're kind of in the woods the whole time, and you got to want that. And you got to stay motivated. You got to stay positive. Positivity is very important. I was lucky to have harnessed that prior to my hike, you know, just the power of positive mental attitude, and I feel like it really snowballed throughout the hike. Yes, I was throwing a lot of curveballs, and I did run into some roadblocks on my hike, but I never let it completely get me down, and never genuinely thought that I was going to quit. I really thought the only way I was going to quit is if I broke my leg or if I died. I'm not even kidding you. I know it sounds ridiculous. It's just a 6-month hike. Oh, big deal. But no, that's where I was at in my head. I knew that I needed to finish that trail, so I did. At all costs. It didn't matter. Nothing mattered. I would lose anything in life just to finish that trail. Would I have the same outlook right now? Maybe not, but hopefully you kind of have that outlook of, you know, you need to do it. You want to do it, so do it. You need to do it. There's no reason not to, and it will change your life. It'll change your perspective and your outlook on a lot of things. It'll affect you more than you know. It's affected me more than I know. I still realize things that have changed about me, and I still find things that, you know, maybe annoy me less than they used to, or other things that I just won't even tolerate anymore in the real world. Anyways, you're doing your research and it brought you here. And if you can take one thing from this video, it's going to be me telling you this. And it's something you're going to hear so much. But I'm just going to say it. Hike your own hike. Hike your own hike. Don't worry about anyone else's hike. You're going to meet a lot of cool people out there. And maybe you're going to want to stick with a group, but you know they're a little more athletic than you, and they crush miles a little better than you do. Don't worry about keeping up with them. You'll see them in town. You'll see them. You'll see them when you see them. But you got your goal, and you need to focus on it. And if you push yourself too hard during a 6-month walk just to keep up for a few days with someone, it can really end badly. And I saw it. I saw it out there. People trying to keep up with people they couldn't keep up with, and they ended up hurting themselves and having to get off trail. But if you just go at your own pace and not let other people dictate what you do on your hike, you're going to be okay, and you have a pretty good shot at being successful. And you'll have even a better shot at being successful is if you continue to do what you're doing right now. Just research and mental preparation. You know, you can get all that gear, you can get all that figured out. That's okay. But right now, I'm basically making this video just to stress you need to mentally prepare yourself for this. And there's a lot of ways you can do this. You know, there's a lot of reading you can do. There's good sites you can go to. I never even read the book, but Appalachian Trials. I forget the guy who wrote it, but it's, you know, Appalachian, Trials, Trials, not Trails, Trials. And I guess this guy wrote a book, and there's a lot of really good stuff in that. I've seen little pieces of it, but never read the book. But a lot of the people that I hiked with, you know, said that that was a tool that they used a lot. Me personally, I was lucky enough to, I live in Austin, Texas, and I went to the local REI, and I talked to a few people who had thru hiked, and they, just the words of advice they gave me stuck with me. And on top of that, just researching on the internet and watching hundreds of other videos just like the one you're watching now, those helped me a lot. There's little pieces of advice I got out of them that stuck with me the whole way. And I'm very grateful that I did that, because had I not mentally prepared for my hike, it would have been a lost cause. I think I probably would have quit the third day. I mean, literally, the third day I had double shin splints in my legs because I lacked the physical preparation, but mentally I wanted it bad enough that I stayed on the trail, I ate ibuprofen like candy, and got rid of the shin splints somehow, and just pushed through because I mentally prepared myself, and I wanted it bad enough. And that's the thing, you gotta want it. You gotta want it really bad. And if you want it bad, go get it. Don't let anything stop you. Especially if you're a young person. What do you have to lose? Just go do it. Get this life experience and go get it. It'll really make you see things a lot differently. It has for me. You know, it's been over a year since I started my hike. Obviously, it's been you know, about 15 months since I started, and I finished in October. So, you know, it's been about 8 months since I finished now, and I'm still noticing the changes. So, if anything, this is just kind of a little motivational video for me to just tell you, do it. Just do it. You'll make it. You'll do it. It's okay. Shred the gnar. Continue despite adversity. Don't worry about what anyone thinks about you. Don't worry about failing, because even if you fell, you will learn so much from it. I met people out there who only hiked for 500 miles or 1,000 miles, and they were some of the most badass hikers I met out there, and I still talk to some of them. They're just as much of a thru hiker as the people that I saw in Georgia and then summited Katahdin in Maine with. You know, obviously to get to the end, you kind of got to be a bit of a different breed, but it's also a lot of luck. You know, you get lucky. You know, I got lucky. I lucked out. I shouldn't have been out there in a lot of ways, but it kind of applies to a lot of the people that were hiking. You know, there are a lot of noobs, you know, a lot of people who really don't know much about long distance hiking or backpacking or even outdoor survival in general, but they just went out there and they sent it. And that's kind of what you need. You kind of need to have that mentality of, I'm just sending it. I'm doing it. I don't even care. I don't care what happens. Because that's when you want it. You want it the most. You know, it's a lot of times the people that are escaping a job that they hate or a family situation they don't want to be around, or, you know, they're sick of society and they just go run off into the woods. A lot of those people were the successful ones I saw. Some of those star athlete guys who wanted to get it just because, you know, they wanted the achievement of hiking 2,000 miles through the woods, you know, they ended up quitting by the time we were outside of Tennessee, you know. So it's up here, and prepare yourself and find your why. Find your why. Find out why you want to hike this trail. Find out why you want to spend 6 months in the woods full of mystery, and why do you want to do that? Why do you want to subject yourself to terrible conditions? You know, obviously there's so much beauty. You don't want to look at all the negative. Like I said, you gotta stay positive, but I'm saying it's gonna be hard, it's gonna be painful. But so what makes you want to do this? Is it, you know, you're dedicating it to a family member? Is it for the achievement? Is it to find something within yourself personally why. Just find your why. And hopefully this video will be slightly helpful to you, slightly motivational. Might not do much for you, but I would like to say that I do plan to make a lot more videos in the future. I'm going to be hiking the Pacific Crest Trail in 2017, so feel free to click that subscribe button and do all that YouTube-y stuff that people do in order to follow me and watch my shit. So thanks for watching. Happy trails, and go get it. You can do it. You'll make it. Don't let anything stop you. The most important piece of gear, right here, guys. Stay safe.